put that on my mama. Charge it to the game. I'm charged up with pain. Rest in power, Nip. Your spark won't be in vain. Revolution brings order. Free Alpha from the slaughter. Genghis Khan went to war over Prester John's daughters. That war isn't over. I could tell you, but I'll show you. Dracons on Quan, spitting flames on the Cobras.
After dark, that's why spark. Cali Street, Texas heart, told Texas red. Cali sharp, call me bread, call me bread.
They don't mess around my king, turn my corners to the sea, pull around there my meat, ocean rule, you know what I mean, put a J in my jeans, boomerang in my feet, up of a way when I leave, no more Kool-Aid is my team, give me a moment, man, gotta leave, waste my time every time I see, going against everything I breathe, but Hawaii is all that I need, put in gold on my pedigree, while they lying on my breed, put in locks on my green, too much corn syrup in my teeth, and these brains making me wheeze, burn them down, baby, with ease, drink them down, baby, I see, flowing water, never thirsty, third wave, you know what I mean, how's that pussy gonna go free, high vibration in my knee, ask how wild while I plead, this is musical, no glee, history, if you don't know how I read, spiritually, I know I'ma bleed, no religion, yeah, I believe, 440, jamming that bleed, wake them up with that fire, that heat, got a power under my feet, so I destroy me in 16.
After dark, that's why spark. Cali Street, Texas heart, told Texas red. Cali sharp, call me bread, call me bread.
Got that vision for the mission with tribal with 9 conditions. Our rivals could never mention the drop up in this kitchen after dark around these parts. Better have you some permission. Trying to post up at the park, you gon' crash without collisions. Who get it cracking like dishes from overseeing the scriptures, genetically seeing clearly develop negative pictures. These rhymes measured by Richter from crossing over the rivers, planting stabs in the sand. Copper element fixture, I ascended from the flame when I seen it turn blue. Had to throw away the game, getting back to my roots. Now I'm glued to this frequency that's 432. And when I spot that hijack, I serve Levitical food. It's the one they know is natural, gifted with fantastic flow. Spit it for Drop Nation so they know we are sabbatical. That's our day of rest. If you can test, we aren't compatible. 10th automatic though, we only deal with factual.
After dark,
That's why spark. Cali Street, Texas heart, to Texas red. Cali sharp, call me bread, call me bread. After dark, that's why spark. Get it, sister, get it. To Texas red, Cali sharp, call me bread. Hey. Natural by law. Oh boy, that's a big old snake. That's a big old snake, man. Big fucking dragon. You ain't lying. That's a big dragon right there, boy. Is it play? Is it play? Hey, man, how y'all reeling, man? Oh, man. Allah, we over here grooving, having a good time. Shout out to D Grapes. We in the system. Designed and structured for you to listen, subconsciously attack, repetitively and persistent, inconsistent lies causing division, ill depicted in the presence of a menace. They say they manifested destiny through evolution, push eugenics as the base of their resolutions. Greed driven to put our tribes into disillusion. I hear reparation, compensation, but we need to seek restitution. That is the best solution. And the only one our earth needs protection from this intrusion. Shit was gruesome, but we still lived through it. And grew stronger. I got a heart of stone from blood and tears, shed scars and broken bones. Now what you focused on? Me is genealogy, divine law, anthropology, social sciences, and Indian policies. All praise due to the creator and all creators, framer and shaper of all. Creator of all creators. Framer and shaper of all. Allah. Hey, that's beautiful, D Grapes. You know what I'm saying? All praise due to the creator of all creators, framer and shaper of all. Allah. Hey, man, D Grapes putting it down, man, in a system. Can you dig it? Can you dig it, man? We over here, about to be digging for real. Really just surfing the wave, you know what I mean? I want to dig on that new King of England situation, man. I think we got that up here on the drop. Left all the family sending us the drop, keeping it flowing, you know what I mean? Everyone dropping, man, the music drop. All the producers, man, I mean, just the flow, all the links. Keep hitting us up, music at 432thedrop.com. I know we miss a lot of links, but we do catch a few, and we try to, keep them in our secluded alcove. Yeah, we're definitely going to be digging on this Hidden King documentary drop. If we have time, maybe even some of this, or maybe we'll get this another time. But a lot of y'all been hitting me with this ancient Mayan secret in Jordan, saying that, hey, man, they keeping it kind of trill around here. You know what I mean? But, hold up, man. It's a lot going on, and I don't know where to start. I mean, maybe we could start with this plasma situation. You know what I mean? We got so much dropping these days. Every day seems like, just another, challenge, man, to overcome the illusion. You know what I'm saying? Because that veil is getting pulled back, man. That veil is getting pulled back. And we got some Antarctica footage around here too somewhere. Oh, man, love to this, man. This is a photo. Love to the bro, Shana. You know what I'm saying? Let's just surf the wave for a second on 432thedrop.com. I will be doing more updates throughout the week and keep it flowing for you. And of course, man, we got season 4 popping off in the Ether TDR. Shout out to all the Ether squad, old and new. There is no old, there is no new. There is no first wave or fourth wave. I mean, really is only the wave. You know what I'm saying? That's our way to make a marker. Be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We about to pop off again. All right, fourth wave, but in reality, it's all the water. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get through this with a light heart, not a heavy heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold no, you know what I'm saying, nothing heavy, you know what I mean, towards anybody or any situation. Everything we've gone through, everybody that's with us today or yada yada, it's like, everybody has made their mark in some way, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody, man, from the tip top, you know what I mean, first wave to fourth wave, everyone who has, come in with a purpose, you know what I'm saying, helped us reach a mark, helped us know that we can do it. You know what I'm saying? That we can buy land. As long as we know we can buy land, there's nothing that can ever stop us, from doing that again and making that a repeatable and observable process for us. Just the ability to, create, long lasting, amazing relationships, man, brothers and sisters. That's beautiful, man. Just be patient with each other. You know what I mean? Love to Shana, who also dropped that Black King George drop that we kind of gave a sneak peek last drop. And this is coming out the Grand Canyon, man. I don't know, boss. Ain't nothing to see here. Nope. Nothing to see here, man. Maybe these are just Egyptians that traveled and left some stuff. Hey, man, that's what the narratives say. That's what they saying out there. Maybe they just came over and just left some stuff behind. Or this is Egypt. Or you're literally in Egypt, my nigga. So you decide, but this is, popping up, man. Right out the Grand Canyon. You know that's a brother. Yeah, man. Beautiful, man. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. The bro, Shana, who, like I said, also dropped that Black King George III drop as well. You know what I mean? This is beautiful right here from the bro Treasures of Truth. He had a beautiful painting he wanted to show the tribe. So we put it up here as art drop. Anybody got art to share, hit us up. Music at 432thedrop.com. And we'll do our best to get it up ASAP for you. Treasures of Truth, Ahab. And, just meditate on it, man. Dragons and faces, man. Beautiful, man. Truly beautiful. You got it up here. You can, dig on it. Let the bro know, man, how much you appreciate it. And, we look forward to, much more art drop from the Bretta Treasures of Truth. Now, like I said, maybe we'll start with this plasma situation. Because, we dropped this drop on Instagram and everybody going crazy, man. Shout out to the fam, man. Again, you got your Map Pack 1 now available on the site. So come over here. Just click on Map Pack 1. And you should have all those links I've been dropping one by one to the community. So if you still haven't gotten your Map Pack 1, email me. I'll make sure I get it to you. And, love to Jackie Anthony, man. We're going to come in hot we're going to come in scorching hot, you know what I'm saying, for this, Tara Sancta revisit. We're going to actually go deeper, into this Tara Sancta situation and the sister drop maps of South America, San Diego. And instead of calling it Tara Sancta, it's just Santa, right? Take the C out, Santa. So some call it Tiara Santa, all right? And that's the same thing as this Holy Land scenario. It's very, very, very interesting, man. Very interesting. Let's see if I got a couple quick drops on that right quick. Love to Jackie Anthony. All right, she dropped this one right here. All right, so again, you're just missing the C, right? But Tara Santa. And what's it say? South America, Colombia. All right. So you got the Antarctica situation, but now we can narrow it and connect it with the Four Corners, connect it with Cali, connect it with, South America. It's all this holy land. Is that all we're saying? Tara Santa. Are we just talking holy land? We also have a Tara Santa, which gives you a new flow with this Santa Claus, right? Because he's supposed to be the North Pole. But isn't the South North and isn't the North South? And when you talk Tiara Santa, are you just still talking Holy Land or a holy ground? And now we're talking about the spot up in San Diego, California, symbol of Tara Santa, a encircled conquistador cross. Come on, man. So somebody has encircled us with their conquistador, right? With their conquering. They've conquered the Holy Land. We're just talking Cali. Oh, yeah. We're going to get it, y'all. We're going to get it in the next drop. We're getting into that Tara Santa. But, hey, we're just talking Holy Land. And we're just talking Santa Claus, right? So he's up in the North Pole in this Holy Land. But the North Pole is really the South. And we're just talking the southerly or just Holy Land in general. We're talking America, man. Amaru Khan. Oh, man. Yeah. We're going to get it. This is a beautiful map, man. Map pack. This will be on map pack number 2. Don't even trip. Like I said, we about to get it. We're going to go into it. But, oh boy. All I can say is, oh boy. The Tara Sancta Challenge, man, was taken down by the bro Jeffrey Davis and my sister Jackie Anthony, man. It only makes sense, man. And you see this Antarctica situation, right? Next to this Hispaniola, right? El Dominica. So you got these islands here, South America. Well, the question is, what's this, right? Because if you go to the other side, right? Okay, here's Africa, Ethiopia, Libya, right? Okay, and then you got this piece of Asia over here, right? But look over here. I pay attention to these gateways, though, man. The gateways to the Arctic or Antarctic. There's gateways, and this map even kind of shows the flow of the water. So you kind of know, which drifts you got to catch. You know what I'm saying? It's like a puzzle to get to the center. To get to the center. So if this is Africa, Where's America and South America, right? Where's America and South America? I mean, I see Asia, right? Up there, or is that just North America, my knock? All right. Because again, we got the same thing on the maps. Look at this. You got Mangi, you got Tibet, you got Mangi. Where else have we seen this Mangi scenario popping up, man? Where else have we seen the Mangis? Don't we have an India Superior map? Same thing. What do you see right there? Mangi. Mangi. I mean, yeah, man. All right, you got the Mangi, right? This will be North America. I mean, we just look. I'm surfing away. At this point, it's a victory lap. Yeah, we got stuff to talk about, but we're just having fun doing it, man. And there's no rush to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We already won. I know a lot of y'all feel, oh man, the pressure's being turned up, frog in a pot. You know what I mean? Let's go, let's pop off. You know what I mean? I feel the same way, man. But still, my nigga, you already won, my nigga. So don't come with no freaked out energy. You know what I'm saying? Control your vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Plan accordingly and keep the code. Let's go. Mangi. All right. So that'll be connected to what? South America. So let's just, check out Jackie Anthony's drop. We're gonna look at this much, deeper, man, on the next drop. But here you go again with the Mangi, right? So again, Mangi, look at this. Tangu, right? What do you got over here? Tangu, Mangi. So this is India Superior. This is what we call North America. Florida's right here. China's right here. Come on, man. This is 1530, my nago. This is 1548. All right, so, all right. Okay, right? So if this is North America, where's South America? Is it cut off on this map? Do we see it? I mean, I don't know. We just got this piece here, which looks like the very, very bottom, like Antarctica. So it's almost like, I mean, look, man, is South America the original Antarctica? Is it all one thing, man? Terra Sancta? Yeah. Yeah, man. Terra Sancta, man. All right. Because, the brothers and folks would just say, hey, man, leave the Holy Land, right? And go way over here so we can have a conversation with our Creator face to face, right here, right over here. Yeah, I don't see no Tar Sanctas over there. I do know that there's a Holy Land Antarctica situation. We do know that there's a Holy Land when we talk South America, right? Tara Sancta. We do know we're talking South America. We do know we're talking Cali, right? We're talking, so-called North America. Yeah, all right. Which is really just, India Superior. So it's all this Tara Sancta. All right. We'll be back. We'll be back, man. Shout out to the real ones. We just surfing the wave. Get your map pack. So let go, man. Let's pop off. Let's dig on this plasma. If you surf the wave with us on IG, you already know this is amazing. And, let me make sure I get my proper shout out for this situation. So, we're gonna bounce around with this plasma situation a little bit because we also have this to remember. 1965, scientist claims the moon is a plasma. And if the moon is a plasma, right, Drop's not saying it. This particular scientist is clearly breaking this down that you can't land on the moon. It is a plasma. Okay, let's just get this piece.
Sun is so calm and apparently unchanging. And yet, it is part of my new conception about the nature of the world at this same sea.
Let's get it from here.
Many years ago, about 14 years ago, when I was challenging one of the fundamental conventional principles of science, I had a definite inspiration, not knowledge as such, but an indication and a guidance which I followed and which I worked very hard to evolve into a new structure of understanding.
Inspirations are related to thoughts of genius. Do you think or consider yourself to be a genius?
No. I consider myself to be an ordinary, humble person who wants to serve mankind with what man has striven for from the beginning of consciousness, with truth and understanding of the world.
Now, one thing, you have a theory about the moon, and we expect to be able to get observable facts about the moon fairly soon. What is your theory?
Well, it is by now rather more than a theory. 10 or 11 years ago, I stated to various scientists that the moon is not a piece of rock, but it is a plasma phenomena, cosmic plasma, and that this fact will eventually be confirmed. I made certain predictions which were already confirmed in 1958, and the situation now is coming close to a complete confirmation.
What will be the result if you're proved to be correct in your theories?
The result will be profound and decisive, because it will give proof that a complete reinvestigation of the laws of nature is necessary. Because if the moon is a plasma, no man will ever land on it. The soft landing attempts will all fail. That means that the mass of the moon is far less than is currently assumed. It's in a different state of energy, and it has far less mass. That means there is no more explanation for the tides. If the moon, for example, had only 1,000th part of its current mass, then the tides would only be 2 inches high under conventional theories instead of sometimes 14 feet. And that means that if it is proved that the moon is a plasma, then all gravitational theories are out, and the new
all gravitational theories are out. I mean, does he look like he's playing with y'all? Why did they silence this man?
They assumed it's in a different state of energy, and it has far
result if you're proved to be correct in your theories.
The result will be profound and decisive, because it will give proof that a complete reinvestigation of the laws of nature is necessary. Because if the moon is a plasma, no man will ever land on it. So
no man will ever land on it. It's a plasma. All right, so we're not just going to take this scientist's word, right? We're going to be in 2020 investigating, right? I mean, we're going to go to 2020. You know, we're going to get our investigation on. Hey, support CJ Battle. He has some beautiful works, man. You know what I mean? Crystallized, you know, beautiful, artistic, zoned up pieces. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I could describe it. It's nature, it's crystals, and he, you know, makes a beautiful arrangement out of it. And just to stare at this and just flow, it just gives you so much Zon in your house, man. So hit up Crystal James, man, CrystalJamesJewelry.com. Hit him up, c.j.battle. You know what I mean? On IG, can you dig it? All right. Moon is a plasma. Hey, support Black Jagger, man. Malcolm Harvest, man. He got this beautiful joint called Free. You know what I mean? We're going to try to get this bro in the ether, man, do a live interview. I know we're talking plasma, but, you know, you got to be able to be free, my nigga.
We gotta do some real big things. Will Smith the project. Shine so bright, had to blow it out the fire. No more rules to the game, we play. Said I ain't got no shackles on my mind, I said I'm free now. I ain't got no shackles on my mind, you know I'm free. I ain't got no shackles on my mind, you know I'm free now. I can do me now, I'm just so free.
I ain't got no shackles on my mind bone, man. I ain't got no shackles on my mind bone. All right. And when you break them shackles, then you can start talking plasma, right? Then you can start saying, okay, what does the encyclopedia say about Antarctica? Huh? Can we talking Antarctica? We're talking Terra Sancta or Santa, and we're talking about this firmament.
Guys, remember how I showed you the maps that were here on Earth before 1958, before the governments took them out? And I'm going to show you the Encyclopedia Britannicas in the public libraries before 1958. Here's volume 2 out of the alphabet A. And we're going to flip to the Antarctica, and this is from 1958, as you can see. Now, we're going to flip to the Antarctica and see what the Encyclopedia Britannica from 1958, before the Antarctic Treaty, says is there. Now, you won't find this in the new encyclopedias because the government's banned them. But what I want you to notice right here is notice how it says the flights proved inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude. Guys, remember how I showed you the map?
Yeah, you heard it, man. Shout out to the bro Orion Morningstar, man, who got, I think like a 3-minute version of that joint, man. All you need to know is that there's a dome 13,000 feet high once you get close to this ice wall. And, is it, is that what they're getting through when we talk about the firmament, these gateways, is the only way to get through the ice, or is this, as you get, lower to this firmament, as the firmament is touching the ground, can you slide through it, through the ice wall? We're going to come back and listen to some dragon sounds, man, in a minute. Make sure everyone got their tribe up forms, man. You know what I'm saying? You can get it, right here. I left the link on IG, as well as YouTube and on the site at the pop-up menu. You know what I'm saying? So if you're on the mobile or you're here, just click that pop-up menu and you're going to see it pop off, man. And when the tribe up form is popping up, we are popping off, man. So this is letting you know what time it is, man. It's time to, cut those barriers down, break that ice, man, and tribe up. You know what I'm saying? But when you do, just because we email you and say, here's who's in your area, disclaimer, it ain't like we've, been best friends with all these people. We don't know, right? So these are just folks in the area that say they're tribing up. It's your job to have awareness. It's your job to have discernment and accountability before engaging in any physical meetings and activities whatsoever. Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to do this and have tribe up meeting, drop nation. All right, look, man, just make sure, everyone's keeping it cold and make sure they focus and, just tap in, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want, all that encroachment, you know what I'm saying, on our secluded alcove. So before you do all this, just do some of this with some of that and some of this. But yeah, get the drop now, man. Tribe up. And we will, be organizing, man. You know what I'm saying? And we've been taking it step by step. It's been real important for us just to get the drop flowing, to keep the wave flowing, to clean in-house, you know what I'm saying, to get the snakes out of our own garden. And then now it's like, okay, all praise to wireless flow. You know what I mean? Now we can take off, pop off. Yeah, man. All right. Plasmas, right? And let's dig on these plasmas. And you let me know if this makes sense to you. I've heard this theory about the moon as a plasma reflecting the Earth plane. And I guess the question is it reflecting an inverted Earth plane? And what does it mean, man? Every day I stare at this moon, I'm like, it's so humbling because I don't know what you are, man. I don't know what I'm looking at. We don't know. We empty our cups, man. Let me know what y'all think. And hold up, man. Hold up, man. And make sure I do it like this. Because you know what I'm saying? I don't want to play their music. Because then that's how they trick us. And they jam us up. And they say, oh, nah, man. You can't have this video because this music got the copyrights, man. And that fall back. We got our own flow. We in 4-3-2. Now let's go. Oh, whoa, back it up. Oh, back it up. All right, so this is the moon we know. So when they talk about like sea of tranquility, are they really talking seas and oceans? You know what I mean? Remember the crater drop, the moon crater, and that beautiful drop by the sister Sonia, man, and just how it flowed into this worlds beyond the pole scenario. We got to get that again. I mean, The craters, being like literal other earth ponds. Now, that's one way to see it. But with a little coloration, do we start to see clearly? And just like that. Just like that. Again, this is what we normally think we're seeing. Just look at the landmass, look at the landmass, look at the landmass, look at the landmass, look at the landmass. Just filters, my man, just filters. It's amazing. A whole nother world, huh? Let's go. North America there? Back it up. We don't study this. Back it up. So this is what they're saying is North America inverted. And what's all this, man? All the other land? If this is just North America? This is what we're saying. Are they showing more lands beyond the pole? And if that's North America, South America, would this be the ice wall out here? Pay attention to this little spot right here. Pay attention. Just keep your eyes right here for a minute. Let's go. Same spot, right? North America. Gulf of Mexico. See, Cali's on the other side, so everything's inverted, man. But they calling out names. They calling out cities. Wow. So what's all this? Asia? Asia? Oh, so they're saying this is Africa. And see how they're labeling the ice wall. What, man? Wait, back up, man. Back up. Let's get it back. Now, okay. If this is North America, this is South America. Just saying the ice wall's here, even though we know South America's much closer, right? So, all right. And then we got Africa, I think. One of these is Africa. Now, if this is the world as we know it, we got Africa, America, Asia, all this stuff here. What is all of this, right? All this extra fluty stuff, right here. So the mud fossil. What's all this extra fluty stuff, man? And even here, you can see the gateways through the ice wall. You see that opening right there? so much more. It's so much more land. It's crazy, y'all. Let's go. Europe, Africa. Right. So all the land you know is right here. That's it. It's all the land we know in our ball. So what is the moon reflecting, man? You know, it's hard to see these some of this. All right, so that's Greenland here, North Pole, Australia's. Okay. Let's see if we got any labels for the other stuff. You see that opening again on the ice wall. What's all this though? Map of flat Earth. Whoa, it says something about plasma. Go back. Made by plasma moon image. Y'all saw that? Let's get it one more time. So top left it says map of flat Earth made by plasma moon image, my night. Okay, plasma moon image. Oh, let me pause no more. I see a Tierra Fuego right there. Tierra Vista. Tierra Vista. All this is called Tierra Vista. All this extra land. All this is Tierra Vista. The hell is that, right? Wow. Tierra Vista. I saw Tierra Fuego. They had down there, so okay. Amazing. Hey, I mean, it's a theory, and again, you got this scientist kicking that drop. This is the world we know. Oh, look at Lemuria. This is cray cray. They got Lemuria. America. New California, okay. And all this is Terra Vista. All this area. Terra, look at that. Terra Vista. We gotta look that up. Hey, truly amazing. Truly amazing. Love to Marcelliensis, and Libera Tumente Mercia. All right, shout out to the fan for that. Yeah. Can we just plug that in right quick? Terra Vista. All kind of things pop up for Terra Vista. Let's just put meaning. What does Terra Vista mean? View. Ground view. The full meaning cannot be seen. Hmm? They don't give you a lot, do they? They don't give you a lot. Earth as seen. So the vista is all about viewing or seeing something. Earth as seen, seeing. Either it can be seen or can't be seen, but this is Earth that can or can't be seen. Okay, that's all we know. And that again is this flat Earth, as related to this plasma projection. And let's hear again what this scientist is saying in 1965, so we can compare it and put this together. This is an investigation we're on, right? So we can bring a scientist from 1965, and then we can, bring that great work that we just saw, this plasma flat Earth image, and see more worlds right beyond the so-called pole points. Back to F. Amadeo Giannini.
Driven forward from the beginning of consciousness with truth and understanding of the world.
Well, now, one thing, you have a theory about the moon, and that we expect to be able to get observable facts about the moon fairly soon. What is your theory?
Well, it is by now rather more than a theory. 10 or 11 years ago, I stated to various scientists that the moon is not a piece of rock, but it is plasma phenomena, cosmic plasma, and that this fact will eventually be confirmed. I made certain predictions which were already confirmed in 1958, and the situation now is coming close to a complete confirmation.
What will be the result if you're proved to be correct in your theory?
The result will be profound and decisive, because it will give proof that a complete reinvestigation of the laws of nature is necessary. Because if the moon is a plasma, no man will ever land on it. The soft landing attempts will all fail. That means that the mass of the moon is far less than is currently assumed. It's in a different state of energy, and it has far less mass. That means there is no more explanation for the tides. If the moon, for example, had only 1,000th part of its current mass, then the tides would only be 2 inches high under conventional theories instead of sometimes 14 feet. And that means that if it is proved that the moon is a plasma, then all gravitational theories are out, and the new concept of the cosmos and of its laws has to be evolved.
Aren't you being a bit adventurous, though, because we're going to be able to test out your theories on the moon fairly soon?
Well, not anymore. 11 years ago, of course, it was rather taking a risk. I was considered a lunatic, of course. But by now, the evidence, accumulated evidence, is already so much in my favor that I'm not taking any risks anymore. On the contrary, there is scientific views expressed all over the world now that the moon seems to be of a quite different nature of what was assumed.
And the Americans and Russians are thinking of landing men on it.
Well, that will never happen. Not on the moon. On Mars, on Venus, and other planets, yes. But the moon is definitely, as I assert, the plasma.
Isn't there a slight
Man, he said Mars, Venus, maybe because we're talking land, but yeah, this plasma thing, look at it. We said, nigga, that's never going to happen. Now, did they shut him up or did they shut him up? Because they don't teach nothing like this. And this is why we got to pay attention to the Minority Report, my knock.
Of course. But by now, the evidence, accumulated evidence, is already so much in my favor that I'm not taking any risks anymore. On the contrary, there is scientific views expressed all over the world now that the moon seems to be of a quite different nature of what was assumed.
And the Americans and Russians are thinking of landing men on it.
Well, that will never happen. Not on the moon. On Mars, on Venus, and other planets, yes. But the moon is definitely, as I assert, the plasma.
Isn't there
definitely a plasma? Let's go. Let 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 go. So we're talking about ice walls. And this drop right here got, some good little footage. It's a little quirky the way they put it together, but just check out the footage of the ice walls, man. And the Surf the Wave. We're going to come in with, some more drop on this George and the Dragon, or really specifically looking at what the Catholic Church just put up as a statue in Ghana. We're going to check that out right after this, but let's check out some Antarctic ice wall footage. Love to Yashana again. Let's go. That bro dropping major heat, major work. We're talking gateways. talking a firmament. And there's something real majestic, man, about, this Tierra Fuego. Just looking at these walls of ice, so to speak, really starts, bringing us into this majestic kingdom, type of flow. Let's check out the Antarctic Mystery by Das Antarctica Jimenez. Let's go. I just want to get the footage, so I'm going to skip the goofy music. Let's get it. Check it out. Check it out. Very important when you talk about this Antarctic Treaty. Government document says Antarctic mountains seen from 300 miles away despite over 56,527 feet of Earth curvature. How are you seeing something from 300 miles away when there's supposed to be in that space, in that distance, over 56,000 feet of curvature? That should be curving over the ball. You should not see that straight out unless Earth is a plane, not a planet. Bang, bang. Look at that. Look at that. Get that one again. All right, so you pull up in your boat. Antarctica's the only spot you got to climb up to get to. Everybody else, you come to the beach shore, right? But nah. This is a barrier, my noggin. How come water doesn't fall off your ball? fall off your flat plane. Barriers all around us. Just right quick, this gives you a nice view of what they talk about circumnavigating, right? You can circumnavigate by going in a circle around something. You're not going around the whole Earth, right? You're just going around this landmass. You're circling it. You could circumnavigate California, going around it. So that's all they're talking about in circumnavigation, is just going around a piece of landmass, not popping off from the other side of the ball and all this other stuff. It's just going around land masses, going in circles, man. It's real simple. Now here's where it gets really beautiful, man. Really beautiful. Wow, here we go. Here we go. Imagine pulling up to this stuff. Beautiful glowing ice, man. Yeah. The heavens declare the glory of Hawaii, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Yeah, I mean, they're talking about the Von Ellen belt, right? Yeah. Firmament. Why they put the firmament on the Von Braun? Let's go. Psalms 19. Hmm. Wow. First Antarctic Lodge? Oh boy. That's what they ask. What difference does it make? Why would they lie? $20 billion. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do every year. There are many Luciferians in each government. They are pawns used to promote the lie. Yeah, man. They don't want you to know Hawaii exists. Oh, you thought it's play? This budget is in thousands, so you're talking billies. And you know, it goes even deeper than this. You know, the budget goes even deeper than this when they just printing out money. They just printing out money. Worlds beyond the pole. Fuego. Now imagine Antarctica with no ice, my naga. Imagine it with no ice. And hell yeah, this is not a no-fly zone. You can't take your little poop butt airplane over here, man. No. Fuego. Now imagine all this just plush green paradise, man. This is what we just got out the encyclopedia. See all this information, just following suit, man. These flights prove the inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high, about latitude 80 south, longitude 90 east. Dome, Anaga. Just talking about that Ross Ice Shelf, right? Same area. Let's go. Admiral Byrd. All right, February. All told, 4 flights in 12 days were made over the South Pole. Home was a wooden hut that was built here by or at Hut Point on Ross Island. All right, back to that. Back to the Rosses. Here we go. During Captain Scott's Discovery Expedition 1904, men of Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd's Antarctic Command, flown here by helicopter from Naval Ship of Operation Shield, superimposed by a great dome of snow and ice. Dome. And towards its center reached in excess of 13,000 feet elevation. So you got it out the encyclopedia, and you're getting it right out of this Polar Times, you know what I'm saying? Admiral Byrd, dropped, man, 1955. So same number, 13,000 feet, right? Dome, con. Is it play? Is it play? Oh, wow. I mean, come on, man. Is this a naturally occurring situation? Look at this, man. Don't this look like that last Airbender drop? I mean, go get our IG. You know what I mean? They're going right through the ice wall to get to the waterbender camp, right? They said this world that's been forgotten. And they go through the ice wall. They look just like this. Gateways. These are all the countries keeping this secret, man. Antarctic Treaty, look it up. Remember that Moore Pyramid? The Moore Pyramid? They say it's just a snow-covered mountain. Shout out to my Amazon High Queens, man, holding down Tara Sancta. Yeah, Operation High Jump. They said including UFOs in subterranean Nazi city. Right, 1949, Secretary of Defense James Forstall was sent to stay at Bethesda Naval Hospital, where he began to discuss Operation High Jump with the hospital staff, including these UFOs, subterranean Nazi city. What else? Oh, he died? I can't see that part. Including his wife shortly after fell out the hospital window. He started discussing the drop and fell out the hospital window, my nigga. Admiral Byrd, in an interview with Lee Van Atta of International News Service aboard the expedition's command ship, the USS Mount Olympus, discussed the lessons learned from Operation High Jump, which had been terminated unexpectedly by the U.S. Navy. The interview appeared in the Wednesday, March 5th, 1947 edition of the Chilean newspaper El Mercurio and read in part as follows. Admiral Richard E. Byrd warned today that the United States would adopt measures of protection against the possibility of an invasion of the country by hostile planes coming from the polar regions. He's saying that there's folks beyond the pole that might invade us because they got so much drop. And he said, look, this is imminent, man. They can wipe us out at any time, right? An invasion of the country by hostile planes. Coming from the polar region, the admiral explained that he was not trying to scare anyone, but the cruel reality is that in case of a new war, the United States could be attacked by planes flying over one or both poles, or dragons, right, flying over the poles. This statement was made as part of a recapitulation of all of his own polar experience in an exclusive interview with the International News Service. Talking about the recent completed expedition, Byrd said that the most important results of the observations and discoveries and the potential effect that they have in relation to the security of the United States, quote, the fantastic speed with which the world is shrinking, recalled the admiral, is one of the most important lessons learned during his recent Arctic Antarctic exploration. I have to warn my compatriots that the time has ended when we were able to take refuge in our own isolation and rely on the certainty that the distances, the oceans, and the poles were a guarantee of safety. That's what he means by shrinking. Like, there is no distance, man. What's distance to a dragon, my knocker? When he saw what he saw, he said, man, we ain't far, we ain't away from nothing. Like, we're right here being watched very closely, and we need to navigate accordingly. We can't think we're safe around here doing what we're doing to the Naga, huh? Ain't no safety in that. Ain't no safety in that, man. Get a couple more minutes, man. Let's pick it up from here. Right, so you got Operation High Jump. We covered Operation Fishbowl with them nuking the firmament. Get that drop. All right, we got the fishbowl and the high jump. They're blowing through the firmament here, trying to jump over the ice over here. First, they had to search for the outer edge. When they found the ceiling, now they blowing shit up. And they call them Thor missiles. And all throughout the 40s, just shooting nuclear missiles straight up. Now, if you think you're on a ball spinning in outer space, in a vacuum of space, why would you shoot a nuclear missile straight up? It's just going to float off into outer space, right? You're just wasting missiles, huh? Unless you're meaning to hit something with nuclear weapons. How many nuclear weapons did they fire off in the 40s straight up in the air? Yeah, Operation Fishbowl. We're talking a dome, I knock. Research, recon. Operation High Jump, Deep Freeze is another one. Teapot is another one. Dominique, all that connected with Fishbowl, the nuclear weapons, and the Antarctic Treaty, man. Get the drop. Get the drop. The ice wall isn't miles up everywhere. Most people will not be satisfied until they see things for themselves, man. The choice is yours. Get the drop. Get the drop. Get the drop. Okay, all right. So that's all we're doing is some wave surfing and trying to see it clearly for ourselves, man. All we're doing is seeing it clearly for ourselves. Now, what are we hearing, right? While we're seeing things clearly, what are we hearing clearly? What do y'all hear clearly? I mean, these people ain't playing. Dragon barking, right? Dragon barking. Have you ever heard a dragon bark, my naga? This is July 3rd. This is just now popping off, all right? Dragon barking, strange sounds coming out of the Zhuzhou or Guizhou province in China. A lot of stuff popping off in China, man. What do you hear? Clear. Wakey, wakey, my naga. We popping off. I mean, something's waking up. Something's waking up. Somebody's a little unhappy about the way things are. Yeah, maybe this is what they're unhappy about, man. Maybe this is it.
Blessed love family, to my regulars, let me say thank you for staying here on Empress Yuda channel. Your energy, your love, your light, and your presence is family. Let's move. That's only to show you how frightened I was to see that in these times, in the 21st century, when people are beginning to wake up to truths, we are still seeing these images and these signs and these things being perpetuated and being placed in front of our very eyes. I still cannot fathom how the Anglican Church could feel that this image would be accepted.
Wow. Maybe this is what the dragons are roaring about, my naga. Because, not only is this a black man, copper color Khan, but they also call him a dragon. Then they call it Satan. They say, oh, it's the angel Michael slaying Satan. Oh, it's this good guy versus the bad guy. But we know originally this was old George slaying the dragon. And we saw the original picture of George. So we know it's a more and more war. And they iconoclast it themselves into an image of slaying the black man, right? Slaying the copper Khan, slaying the dragon. See the wings. Let's go.
Acceptable. Absolutely no way. This statue depicts a Caucasian angel who is seen here subduing a dark-skinned so-called devil lying under its feet. This statue is portraying nothing but a racist white supremacist ideology, which was forced onto Africans when European explorers and missionaries established first contact with Africa in the early 15th century. We continue to see the perpetuation of this same ideology, and we know the power of symbols and signs. And I'm going to give you a few references here. Say, for example, in Jamaica, where I am from, the Queen of England, even though we so-called gained independence, we are still so-called under British rule. We are still considered to be a member of the Commonwealth. As such, our head of state is still the Queen of England. And her representative in Jamaica is the Governor General. So the Queen does not have to be physically present in Jamaica for her presence to be felt or to be known. And it's the same with the Catholic Church and other dioceses. They do not have to be physically present within the islands or within the African diaspora for us to see and know that this is an Anglican church, which stems from a Greco-Roman philosophy. So this statue has been met by nothing but raised eyebrows and criticisms. The family in Ghana is completely disgusted and they're calling for the removal. They're also asking questions as to why would the Catholic Church feel that commissioning such a statue, which is a racist depiction of a Caucasian angel, subduing a dark-skinned so-called devil under his feet with a sword in hand would be okay. Would that?
And this is what they use as, again, their order. Remember, there's supposed to be this Michael and the angel, situation, or George and the dragon scenario, right? So again, this is what they're doing when they talk about their order of Saint Michael. Just look at the images. Right? We got this one here, the royal honor. We're talking about these royals. And now these royals are on a run, man. I mean, look, another brother being stepped on by this white angel, right? And on we go. This is the one we seen. And this is what they get when they get their penance. Look at this. And again, we connected this back to Dragon or George and the Dragon, right? Back to George and the Dragon. So before, it's just a white angel slaying a black angel, or what they call a devil, or a dragon, right? This angel slaying a dragon situation, right? See, he's holding him down. He got his sword out. You really just have Saint George slaying the dragon. And I didn't put up nothing but St. George slang, and then you start to see the real picture of this brother with this fro slaying this dragon. Right? Slaying this dragon. And over again, you start to see what's happening clearly. This melanated man, right, is slaying a dragon. Over and over and over again. Look at this one. Melanated man slaying the dragon. So before we got, now we got all the way to here, right? Now it's this. But before that, it's just a melanated man slaying a dragon. Then it became a white angel slaying a black man, or Satan, right? But we know that the devil likes to, project his attributes on us, right? Tries to twist and project whatever the evil is in them on us. Now we're the thugs and we're the evil niggas, right? But this is what it is all about. This is their Michael. This is their George slaying the dragon. This is this melanated brother with a fro slaying the dragon. And that's what makes this drop right here by the bro Yashana so important. We're talking about, Jonathan Davis breaking down this original picture of what George looked like. So when you got George slaying the dragon, what did this King George III do? You know what I'm saying? What did Genghis, remember Genghis is also called George. So what dragon did Genghis slay? Oh, he's the one that took out Prester John, they say. That's Georgie. Same afro. Same afro, Georgie. Got him. Who's that? Original picture of King George III of Great Britain. So we're talking about the royals, right? So before anybody comes out today, say, nah, man, I got the real keys to the royal family, right? We're going to get that for the dismount with this new king in town who says he got the keys. He's the vicar of Christ, and he got the keys of David, and he's the king of Israel. He got all this stuff, but is he an Israelite? So how could he be the king of Israel? If George looks like this, how do you get this jabroni today talking about he got the keys? Same thing we talking about, man. Iconoclasm. Now it becomes this. This is George now, right? That's Georgie now. But originally, this is Georgie. King George III. And what's happening with these royals? Where they all going to before we get this last drop from this new King of England, right? Now we got a different face of Britain. Let me check it out, my noggin. Now we got a new face. Right? This is the royals. Now they want you to believe that this is what Britain looks like. This is what England looks like, right? This is what Europe looks like. Nah, man. This ain't it. But where they going, it says here's where members of the royal family are self-isolating, right? Self-isolating, right? So they say, oh, this corona, this tenderoni is making them self-isolate. So where they going? I'm on daddy daycare, man. So let me wrap this up. So here's where members of the royals, who's the royals? Who's the actual royals, right? Who are the royals? I mean, even when it comes to this Georgie original picture of King George III, who's the royals? This is the face of these British royals, at least the hijacks, you know what I'm saying, that's going to war against these Dracan Nagas. More on more war. More on more war, man. Before it became this, slaying this black man on the floor. Before it became, it went from this, and then it became this, right? Right? Come on, man. Then it became this, right? All right. So, this new cat in town saying he's the new king, right? He got the bloodline, he's saying, okay. But he's also doing some good work in a sense where he's shaking shit up, which is a good thing for us. I mean, shake it all up as far as we concerned. But now he's saying because of this corona, they're using the tenderoni to get the hell out of town, right? They're using that as a reason to self-isolate. But what they're doing is really acquiescing or just stepping down and it's like a bloodless coup. He calls it a bloodless coup. He's like, I'm taking shit over. Bloodless coup. Ain't got to be no war. They know they're illegitimate. So he has more legitimacy to the royals than them, he's saying. But is he the actual royal? If this is what King George III looks like. So we going to get it. But just know that they stepping down, right? They're self-isolating. So this is an article from the insider.com saying, here's where everyone's going. They're trying to make it all cute. Oh, everyone's self-isolating in beautiful style. Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip left their home at Buckingham Palace for Windsor Castle in mid-March. So around mid-March this year, they left. They already out. They're out the palace. They're now self-isolating in these castles, right? So she went to Windsor Castle. I mean, this huge spot, got over 1,000 rooms. This is the whole city. But this is where she over there chilling. She's outside the Buckingham Palace, but she's still rocking this castle. She's gonna have to get that up too, right? Prince Charles and the Duchess Cornwall are believed to be isolating at Balmoral Castle. So they're all in castles, hiding in castles. The royals, the fake royals, are hiding in castles everywhere, but they left Buckingham Palace. Oh, because of this, he tested positive for the tenderoni. And this is what this new King John is saying. He's like, they're all going to use this tenderoni as a reason to get the hell out, you know what I mean, and use it as an excuse to step on down. Step on down. Well, they all got to step down. But they're going to use this Kobe, man, right? This Kobe, man. Rest in power, Kobe. You already know how that connects. And here's his big-ass castle. All these haunted-ass spots, right? Oh, Prince William and Kate, they're staying at the Amner Hall with their children. Okay. So everyone's out the palace, man. Everyone's out the palace. Georgian-style home was a wedding gift from the couple, from the queen. So they got this Georgia-style hall. All right, man. So everyone's getting the hell out. Let's get this drop for the dismount, man. And I appreciate y'all surfing the wave again. We're going, real heavy into Tara Sancta, even more Tiara Santa. Love to Jackie Anthony, man, for taking down the Tara Sancta challenge. And y'all keep surfing the wave, man. Hope everyone got their map packs. Like I said, get the drop. Look out for map pack 2. because it ain't no play. It ain't no play. We just putting it all together. At least we ain't putting the links, on the YouTubes and stuff like that. You got to come over here if you want to jam us up, man. You got to meet us on our spot, man, if you want to jam us up, man. Shout out to Ma Jigga. We got some great drop, man. Tecum Say. We got some more coming, man. It's all happening from the tribe. Man, it just feels good to be updating the site again, just catching up. It's all in due time, man. Love to the bro. Man, Lavish Stoner, man. El Fanel, Young Sheen, man. Beautiful vibes right here. We're just sharing it with the tribe. And I was hoping to have the time for this. I want to sit down and really do this right. You know what I mean? Just kick back with this the right way. So, I'm saying we might have to come back to this one. But you can already get it, man. Just go over to the drop, man. There's a lot happening with Georgia. Shout out to my bro EDU is life, man, on IG. Just digging on a lot of Georgia connectivity. Man, as well as my bro Zedekiah. Zedekiah is digging on all that. So we got a lot more Georgia to dig on, as well as the Kenites. The Kenites, you know what I mean? The Conites, the Kenites, you know what I mean? We're going to dig on that. Some more love to my sister, Miss D, in the Copper Color Awakening. Let's get a piece of this Hidden King documentary. He's going to, show you that these royals ain't shit. New King John's in town. And nah, he ain't us. No, he's not no king of Israel. No. But he's at least shaking shit up, man. Let's dig on it.
The following interview was filmed under strict lockdown rules. Some of the content you may find shocking.
Flat lie rule means illegitimate, not allowed on the throne.
It may make you question your spiritual beliefs.
The biggest secret in the Catholic Church is that there were two Jesuses.
Oh, you're going to have to choose your Jesus? Choose your Joshua? That's like a reflection of everything we're saying. We're talking about choosing your Joshua. He's talking about choosing your Joshua as well in a whole nother way. So here's a play. Two Jesus is the biggest secret in the Catholic Church, man. Choose your Joshua. Let's go.
But the journalistic integrity of us presenting this in a truthful, non-biased way is very important to us. I hope you enjoy the show, and we'll see you for part 2. March 2020. The coronavirus takes full effect in the United Kingdom, and 63 million people are forced into lockdown. London streets are quiet, but rumors about the royal family are ablaze. Civil unrest breaks out. No clear leadership. Seems like there's no hope. But what if there was a new king? A hidden king? After a restricted journey across Europe, we made it to the secret film location and we got prepared. We were all a bit nervous shooting what possibly could be the biggest story of the 21st century. So when we arrived, I thought I'd go straight in for the question that was on everyone's minds. You rolling? Yeah. With this ascension to the throne and the current situation with the coronavirus, is this all tied in with this internal battle in the USA?
Internal battles everywhere. It is the fulfillment of prophecy. The Jews have this prophecy where they have to destroy Europe before the Messiah comes. And Messiah just means someone whose earlier works are followed later. And all of these words have definitions like Lord, Christ, Messiah, Mashiach. Mashiach's born on a certain day during Rosh Hashanah after 7 years of certain events, which just happened to be my birthday and the time of my birth,
which makes me the super Messiah. Now he's going off the Jewish stuff, the Jewish calendars, the Jewish Rosh Hashanah. He's not talking about no Hebrews, man. He ain't talking about no Nagas. He's just talking about pure hijack. So just know right away, everything he's coming from is going to be in the duplication, in the illusion, in the Jewish Rosh Hashanah rabbis, you know what I'm saying? All these signs according to the hijack. So he's the hijack Mashiach, you know what I'm saying? He's the hijack sign. But for us, he's just shaking shit up.
The king of Israel.
Whoa.
Israel's supposed to be run.
He's the king of Israel, huh? Are you an Israelite? Is your bloodline Judah? Is your bloodline Ephraim? Nope. I'm the hijack king of Israel.
By a temple, not a government. So in acknowledgement of me being Mashiach, Israel has not been able to form a government in the last 17 months.
So this fake Israel, again, you're dealing with the, dualities here, right? So the fake Israel can't form an official government because he is already acknowledged as the Meshach of these Jewish people. Let's get that again. I know it's a little confusing. He ain't talking about us, my now. You ain't talking about us. He's just shaking shit up.
Everywhere. It is the fulfillment of prophecy. The Jews have this prophecy where they have to destroy Europe before the Messiah comes. And Messiah just means someone whose earlier works are followed later. And all of these words have definitions like Lord, Christ, Messiah, Mashiach. Mashiach's born on a certain day during Rosh Hashanah after 7 years of certain events, which just happened to be my birthday and the time of my birth, which makes me king of Israel. Now, Israel's supposed to be run by a temple, not a government. So in acknowledgement of me being Mashiach, Israel has not been able to form a government in the last 17 months.
So is this all tied in with what you have to do as well?
Absolutely. And we've been working on this since 1988. I've been working on it since 1980. It's just a normal life. I grew up in New Zealand. Then when I was 5.5, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth II's doctor, called Sergeant Surgeon, he came out to New Zealand, invited my father to share his sheep. And on Sunday, we went for cold meat sandwiches, sitting on my father's knee, and he said, "Why don't you take your son down to see King George VI's son in Rotorua?" So I did that, and my father dropped me off. He was in there, then he left, and I had a private audience with King George VI's son, George Fitzratimer, who was actually King George VII. And that was on the 10th of July, 1967. And at the same time, they changed the New Zealand currency from British pounds and pence to New Zealand dollars and cents. But they retained the old coin called a crown and kept it in New Zealand until 1971 in use, right? So they were saying that the crown is retained in New Zealand. There were signs and symbols all the way through. So if we go back a bit to the coins, from the 23rd of April 1968, 9.5 months after my meeting with King George VI's son, natural biological son, the coin started to appear Elizabeth II Greg. And that went on, that was first on the 5p coin, actually before decimalisation. And then it was last on the £2 coin on the 10th of June 1998. And that was 11,011 days apart. And 11 means the letter M, so it's spelled M0M. So something was starting to happen. I was being brought in and named and symbolized and labeled as royal.
Greg speaks a lot about biblical prophecies, predictions, signs that have helped him on his journey. He's agreed to show us some of these signs today.
This is a prophecy marker. It's a stele. It's the disc stele, and it was put up in June 2000, and it predicts the day that I would arrive, pretty much within 6 days. And it shows the location from Jerusalem, and that location is 11 miles out. Okay. It's 2,222
Again,
miles to Jerusalem.
it's going to show the location from Jerusalem, right? But where's Jerusalem, right? So everything they're basing this off of is pure fallacy, pure duplicity, pure bullshit. All this shit is bullshit. Oh, I'm this far from Jerusalem. You're not even close to Jerusalem. But for them to make sense out of this, so you know what I mean, so that, look, all praise to Wah, you know what I mean, he's shaking shit up, you know what I'm saying? But again, don't get lost in the sauce. You see this New Testament verse, this book, this Hebrews verse in here, all this stuff like that. Everything he's talking about is New Test, hijack city, you know what I'm saying? But he's still shaking shit up.
Jerusalem, and this is 2,211, and that 11 is a guide to rotate the disk near 11 degrees, and then it's an exact match with the Sea of Galilee in the shape. And C, SEA,
Is that the Sea of Galilee, my nog?
homophonous with the Roman numeral C, which is 100, and the disk near is exactly 100th the size of the Sea of Galilee. Wow.
Is that the Sea of Galilee? Let's get a couple more minutes.
This out? I just came across it one day and saw it, and it predicted how old I would be when I noticed it. And the coordinates on it are actually the coordinates of the Sizewell nuclear power station. What? Which is 21 nautical miles away. So the code is to size this up well. It's nuclear. So I had a look at this. I had a look at the Dismere. I related it to the Sea of Galilee. And then they built a structure over the water, which is a floating platform, exactly where the apostles left on the Sea of Galilee. And it does a right angle, exactly where Jesus was standing on the water.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, this is where Jesus was standing. Come on, man. He said it's two Jesuses, though. All right. He should shake his shit up.
It's like, size this up well, it's nuclear.
So what is something like this doing in a rural village in the middle of nowhere?
It's part of Christianity's oldest science called typology theology, which means that what happened then will happen in another place in some future time. And this stone, this stele, marks that future time and marks that location. And I'm going to show you just how involved that prophetic marking is. It's just unfolding like it's a glorious revolution, and it's a bloodless coup, and we're just getting rid of the old ways and the people doing the things in the old ways, and we're doing.
He's shaking shit up. He's getting rid of some old ways, he's saying. He ain't talking about our old ways, right? So what ways is he talking about? And does that benefit the Naga? Same thing with Trump. They say, oh, Trump shaking shit up. Cool, man, cool. It don't mean, he's for us or he loves black people or look what he's doing for us. Nah, it just means that all praise and why he has a role to shake shit up. Now, he could still hate your ass and he could still have some malice in his heart, you know what I mean? And have stuff planned for you. You don't know what you don't know. All we can do is pay attention, observe, fall back, but more than everything, we got to observe our code. Don't be so caught up observing the puppet show that you're not even observing your own code. Let them shake shit up.
It's just unfolding like it's a glorious revolution, and it's a bloodless coup, and we're just getting rid of the old ways and the people doing the things in the old ways, and we're doing things in a new way, which is multi-dimensional from all angles, from all media, and it's just happening, and we all know it's happening.
It's all happening.
And not many people can put their finger on it, and not many people know what the causations are. One of the causations is that the British royal family has been flat-lie royal since 1840.
Explain that.
Flat-lie royal means illegitimate, not allowed on the throne. So from the Battle of Waterloo, the British royal family lost all their money, and they've been funded by the Rothschilds in exchange for breeding rights. So the Rothschilds had the breeding rights to the British royal family from 1819 to 2019.
So what was the purpose of the Rothschilds needing this?
The British royal family were virtually bankrupt from 1815. So the Rothschilds funded the British royal family in exchange for the Rothschilds breeding the royals. So the whole British royal family are Rothschild Batards. And Batard is the royal name for bastard.
And remember, Rothschild means red shield. These are red shield bastards running around.
So what I did in my legal documents is I exposed King George V of England as being sired by Tsar Alexander III of Russia.
Whoa, King George V? Go back.
Or bastard. So what I did in my legal documents is I exposed King George V.
Now look at what King George is looking like now. When you just saw the original picture of King George III, Khan, hijack city. Everything he's breaking down is based on this matrix duality iconoclasm, illusion, and straight up farce bullshit, man. And they took the titles of Negroes, my knock.
The fifth of England has been sired by Tsar Alexander III of Russia, and I exposed Queen Elizabeth II as sired by artificial insemination by Winston Churchill, who was actually the illegitimate son of King Edward VII.
Hang on.
I know, it gets too much, so I'll show you a chart.
Okay, so you've got it all laid out for us to see?
Absolutely.
Greg has produced a chart showing a surprisingly different narrative of the royal lineage we've all become accustomed to. So these legal documents that you've registered and given to the British royal family, you've also sent copy of these to various other world leaders?
America, Russia, Israel, England, plus
And
the Pope and the Archbishop of Canterbury.
And nobody contested these documents?
Well, they've accepted them all by passive acquiescence and cognitive avoidance, and they've put an estoppel in action on them, which means to stop due to the action, which is an admission. So the whole world has been acting on my documents, including the British royal family. They've acquiesced to my documents by removing their emblem off the Buckingham Palace gates and by doing a Rex Abscondus, and the Queen has gone into hiding in Windsor Castle.
Okay.
And by doing a...
So they took their emblem down, and then they went into hiding and called it the Tenderoni situation.
Rex Abscondus, and the Queen has gone into hiding in Windsor Castle for the purpose of supposedly the coronavirus.
Uh-oh.
But the coronavirus actually means we crown him in Latin, right? The whole world's closed down for Lent. The Pope's abdicated. The Queen...
So is the corona about crowning this man or crowning the actual royals?
Abdicated, and I've been named in movies. I've named myself in the documents with these titles, given the reasons and the history of why I have these titles, and it's been accepted. So I'm now getting phone calls from and interviews with American generals accepting me and putting me in place. And the whole world is acting on it. And people say, hey, how excited are you? And I'm going, actually, it just feels normal. It just feels, I've got no ego, super ego. I'm just walking a path, you know?
So you're just taking it all in your stride, really. You're just letting it all unfold.
It's like I was imbued with it. And I literally was. I was imbued with this. And I was successively trained with it about every 2 years, you know, so it wouldn't go into overload. And I've been publishing this stuff for the last 18 years. It's in depth and it crosses all barriers and all.
Greg.
Yeah.
It's John.
Okay, cheers.
So he's going to go into his phone conversation. We're going to get some more of it, you know, possibly another time, man. I just wanted to, you know, at least get the party started so you could see, you know, everyone dropping this, you know what I mean, let me know about it, you know what I mean, I appreciate that. And yeah, it's funny, it's interesting. It's also very telling, you know, as to where we're at right now, you know what I'm saying, what we're dealing with right here. And, you know, it ain't no joke and it ain't no play, you know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, we'll do this one another time. Maybe I'll get a couple minutes just so we know where they're coming from with this Georgia, this Kingdom of Georgia situation. and how this really reflects on us. And all this ties together, you know what I mean? Because where's the real Jerusalem, right? Where's Israelites, really, stationed at, you know what I'm saying? Where are we really talking about with the originals? I'm just talking the originals, my man. Let's get it. They trying to get into Georgia.
Hello, this is John.
John, this is Scott Walter.
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Well, not that great. I just came from the site, and the government won't let me in. Bullshit.
Interesting. Well, I'd be happy to show you the videos from Track Rock that I shot last year.
Well, I'd love to see it. I mean, that's the next best thing. But, God, I'm heading back to Minneapolis right now. Could you meet me in my lab and bring the footage?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's plan on meeting tomorrow. I'll see you then. The history that we were all taught growing up is wrong. My name is Scott Walter, and I'm a forensic geologist. There's a hidden history in this country that nobody knows about. There are pyramids here, chambers, tombs, inscriptions. They're all over this country. We're going to investigate these artifacts and sites, and we're going to get to the truth. Sometimes history isn't what we've been told.
Yeah, sometimes history's not what we've been told, man. It's belly flop.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Scott Walter.
Richard Thornton, glad to meet you.
I was visiting down at Chattahoochee National Forest.
Yes?
Tried to look at some mound structures. I'm investigating a possible connection between the Mayans and Georgia. And tried to go look at these mounds, and I was denied.
You're kidding.
No, I was denied. First of all, I take it you support this whole Mayan-Georgia connection?
Well, it's not even a theory, it's a fact. The Mayas are one of the Mexican Native American ethnic groups that became the Creek Indians.
What are some of the things that to you provide evidence of this assimilation, really, or this coming together here in Georgia from Mexico?
We have the architecture, we have the cultural traditions, the art are very similar.
Okay.
Approximately a third to a half of the words in the Itzati Creek language are either Maya or Totonac.
Okay, linguistics.
Linguistics.
So what about archaeoastronomy? They, like the Mayans, use with these amazing structures that align with the sun, the moon, the planets, for practical and religious reasons. Is any of that going on around here?
Yes, very much so. That's
so
what area I'm a city planner, so yeah, I'm pretty strong in it, so I can help you there.
Do you have any of this
I have lots
architecture?
of I have drawings and photographs, yes.
Is that what they don't want me to see?
I don't know what they do. Why? It's a massive site. What to keep in mind, this place is a half-mile square at least. It's a town.
Okay.
It has over 300 stone structures. It's like nothing else in America, really. It's been radiocarbon dated to at least 1000 AD.
What do the archaeologists think about this?
I thought the archaeological community would go gaga. You know, they'd be fighting over the chance to be the one to be the great discovery of all their lives. Would you believe that some professors who had never seen this track rock site, they formed a political action group to oppose anything discussion of the track rock site and it being my unit. Now, why? I don't know, because they're like 600 miles away.
So you're asking me if I would believe that the academic community might try to shut down an investigation like this? Yes, I would. Look, pal, I've lived it, okay? I was hired to investigate an artifact called the Kensington Moonstone.
Yes, I've heard of it.
When I came out with these results, I was blasted. And it really puzzled me at first, and then it pissed me off. Well, I've spent the last 12 years investigating these historical mysteries, and when you tell me that there's pushback from the professional or the academic community, I'm interested. That's a sure sign that there's probably something going on here. These are some of John's videos. You can see the rocks.
That's a ruin of a building.
It looks like an offering altar with a little hole here.
I was thinking that also, if this would have been covered with clay and then plastered with lime stucco.
You know, Richard, I have to say, when I look at something like this, I'm not impressed. You know, I thought I'd be seeing these cut, beautifully cleaved work stones and these big temples that you think of when you think of people like the Maya. I mean,
Right.
Why don't we have that here?
This is what most Maya sites look like before the archaeologists go to work and the architects like me restore the ruins. That's what they look like. They're just piles of rocks. Even great cities that had 100,000 people would be piles of stones in the jungle.
What does this site look like? Can you give me a visual?
This is a computer virtual reality model.
Obviously, there's some elevation here. It'd be nice to see some topographic lines, maybe
Yes.
a topo map.
Well, now I have topo maps on my computer.
Okay, I was going to ask.
This is a 3D model, but if you'd like to see the actual elevations.
I would like to see that.
You see the Acropolis? You see that?
Yeah.
You see that's terraced, just like the five-sided mound,
Oh,
and it's facing the sunset of the winter solstice.
These astronomically aligned structures, the whole village, the way they're oriented, is very important.
There are many monuments, perhaps 50 stone cairns, that seem to be markers having to do with astronomy.
So what is this?
That's one of the things when I knew is it's a Maya. When I saw that, I said, oh my gosh. Actually, I said some other things, but I can't say. It is a device that takes the water from the spring and to drop the water to the appropriate terrace. It's a control device for distributing water. What I'm trying to experiment with here is why did they do it? Why did they build the terraces? I am mimicking the environmental situation at Track Rock Gap. Well, the Maya civilization grew these crops on terraces.
So do you think what we have at Track Rock is connected to the Mayans somehow?
Yes, it's a direct connection.
Okay, why would they not let me in to see this? I mean, it's just terracing. It leads me to believe that there's more going on here. Do you think there's a conspiracy maybe going on?
There's
here?
something fishy going on up there.
I'm thinking there's something fishy too, but I'll tell you what. If they won't let me hike in, maybe I'll fly in. You ever heard of LiDAR?
Alright, sounds good. Take it south though, because I think I'm going to be coming up already.
You want to go up and around then?
Yeah, up and around.
Alright.
This is a virtual image of the area that we're curious about. The main things, if there's something here, we're hopeful that your equipment will pick up these terraces. We're investigating the possibility of a Mayan-Georgia connection. Some researchers think that there might be Mayan ruins on this site. And if so, I mean, we're talking about a huge new chapter of American history being opened up.
Man. Is it play?
Yeah, I can fly it lower.
That's fine. Well, you're not that much lower, right? 500 feet.
Yeah, 500 feet right now. I can maybe pump up another 100.
Mayan Mayans in Mexico disappeared around 900 AD. Many people believe that they came to Georgia. You know, I would love to have it come true, but you have to have the evidence. I tried to get to this site, and the government would not let me do it. That's why this was Plan B. How does this LiDAR work?
Well, what you have in between these two pieces of the system is a laser head and a scanner and a GPS receiver, and they're using timestamps. We're able to create a point cloud, which is a set of points accurately mapped and geo-referenced in a few centimeters.
Within a few centimeters?
Absolutely.
It looks like you set up a grid system, so basically you're just reproducing that grid?
Kind of think of it as mowing the lawn when we're up here, because it's down and back, and we use some overlap to make sure that we don't miss any grass. So hopefully anything that shows like there was a shelf or any anomalies in the bare earth surface will hopefully show up there.
That type of scale, we should be able to get some data.
Yeah, some stuff may look like it blends into the ground.
Belly flop.
That we're looking for.
Okay, possibly a terrace, maybe?
Correct. This is preliminary, and so what we will do is we'll take and have to process the data, and that will probably take a couple weeks to get the final data set so that we can verify if that is actually a man-made feature or not.
A 3D map, about 2 weeks, eh?
Yep.
Great. You know, Jamie, when I started this investigation, I was pretty skeptical. I mean, the notion that the Mayans came to Georgia seemed pretty far-fetched to me. But as I've gone along here, things are starting to look more interesting. If you can generate a 3D map that looks even remotely like this, I tell you what, we could potentially have something that's big.
If those features are there.
And I mean, look, you know, you're talking to Maya, you're talking to Georgia, all this is Naga stuff, man. So they're trying to separate what's happening with the Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, connecting with these, you know, Maya, you know what I mean, throughout the Yucatan and different things. But we've already connected, man, Sylvanus to Texas, the Toltecs and Israel and all that. So that's really what the whole fuss is. You know, that's why they're blocking stuff out. They don't want you to connect the Hebrew connection to this. They don't want you to connect, you know what I'm saying, the real so-called black man, copper color Naga connection to this. And everybody else is looking for your stuff and looking through your ancestors' flow, but you know what I mean? So this is just an introduction to it. All this on the site. You know, I encourage you to look more into all this, you know what I mean? Because there's breadcrumbs and drop all over the place, man. It's dropping like a mug right now every day, man. Someone got something new that's going to just add clarity to the flow. You know, right now it's just about clarifying it, seeing clearly. You know, that is the definition of a Drakan, man. Get this Caesar's Messiah drive love to Cacique Chief, man. I mean, two Isuses, huh? You're going to have to choose love to apple of his eyes with his Nag Hammadi flow. I mean, just get this drop, man. Get this drop, man. Hey, this is my bro, Veteran Eye, man. He dropped this drop called 6-Point Star, man. We're featuring. And then we're going to end this beautiful wave surf with a couple drop features. Let's feature this Veteran Eye, and then we're going to do our double, triple dismount, man, with the bro, Lavish Stoner, man, El Finel, man, Sheem, you already know. This is that Veteran Eye, man, BDI Beats, man. Shout out to the real ones. Couple drop features for the dismount. You know how we do. We just surfing the wave. Drop feature presentation. Lego. We just talking Georgia. Hey.
I stand strong on ancient ground like an Indian mound. Bring death to all doubters like the Emperor Mao. I was told to shoot outs to stay low, so I stay low. Holy war vet, the shell toe match the halo. Style flipper, stay stoned like Goliath. Flow long as the Nile River, the lit I script straight fire. Don't try this at home, fuck around, burn down your house. About to burn on the ashes, you in and you out. From when niggas hung in trees and rock Timbs in the South. Ain't talking gold teeth when I say I keep gems in the mouth. Wisdom outpowered your pistol, fuck cowardly death threats. As for rockin' mics, I just might be the best yet. I thought I told you once, I'm the eye of the brainstorm. Doppler in full effect, prepared to get rained on. When duty call, I'm getting my game on. Intended for a target audience, I'm just getting my aim on. It don't take a telescope to see a star shine. Take a listen, witness the greatest of all time. 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, get ready for start time. It don't take a telescope to see a star shine. Take a listen, witness the greatest of all time. 6 figures, 6 figures, 6 figures, counting digits at all times. Don't get your wig whopped over hip hop. I tried to keep it peace, now mom's getting that big mop. Dish your brain, but dish your brain on that dumb shit. Went from 6 shooters to that 100-round drum shit. 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons. And fear the copper dragon. When I'm getting my flex on, when to stay up, I'm getting my next on. My big move, just do it, I'm getting my checks on. I slide through your town and rip up a set. The crowd go wild, the niggas hate to go next. Boast about they drip, but niggas hate to get wet. I got more bars than prison, you can call me collect. You can call me your problem, you can call me your threat. You can call me whatever, long as you call me the best. You can call me Prince Maya or Descendant of Shem. Some even call me Sire since Corona and shit. It don't take a telescope to see a star shine. Take a listen, witness the greatest of all time. 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, get ready for start time. It don't take a telescope to see a star shine. Take a listen, witness the greatest of all time. 6 figures, 6 figures, 6 figures, counting digits at all times. You can call me straight fire or call me the wind, cause I burn down some trees, then break up your limbs. Serve a meal to the village, then I bake up again. Throwing diamond sales to those awaiting the gems. Listen, it don't take a telescope to see a star shine. Take a listen, witness the greatest of all time. 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, get ready for start time. It don't take a telescope to see a star shine. Take a listen, witness the greatest of all time. 6 figures, 6 figures, 6 figures, counting digits at all times.
Veteran, the bro, man. We got a strudel in the oven, man, working together, man. It's beautiful, man. Just, just put all this, into motion. We're just surfing the wave. Musically, with the books, with conversation, with poetry, man. Love to D Grapes, man. Love to tie battle. The original, man, OG, drop poet around here. Man, we got one more, man. Let's get out of here with this one. Love to the bro. El Fanel, Young Sheen, Lavish Stoner. Check out Lavish Stoner clothing, man. Blowing up, man, doing their thing. Great style, great flow, great vibration, man. Summertime vibes. And this is some great visuals, man. Great visuals with the bro. Just bringing that heat, man. Summertime, let's get it. Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Jimmy Life. El Fanel. Young Sheen. Lavish Stoner. What up? Hey, we bringing y'all some summertime vibes, man. Yeah. Let's get it. It's summertime, love the sunshine and good vibes. She looking good and our son dressed in big thighs. Breaking down his cookies, about to stuff it in the vibe. She ain't a smoker, I could tell she already high. This feel like a New York City summer vibe, but I'm in California smoking on a Georgia pie. Barbecues and dominoes and water fights. Smoking, looking at the stars, I love them summer nights.
It's nothing but them good vibes, so roll up and get high.
So step outside, feel the breeze, sunshine, them summer vibes. No stress, let the pain go away.
Yo, it's nothing but them good vibes, so roll up and get high.
So step outside, feel the breeze, sunshine, them summer vibes.
Yo, sun's out, guns out, summertime vibes, windows down, let the dreads flow when a nigga ride. All smiles, positive energy, ladies keep the aura, snuggle out, packing my jeans, and it's fat like Cobra on it, beats a butcher like Benny, shout out to Buffalo. Rapid fire bars like bullets, you niggas getting low. 9 to 5 working, no frontin', I'm getting legal paper, different kind of weed every week, I'm smoking different flavors. That's how it is when the sun set late in the evening. Nigga hit this joint, I ain't worried about no beefin', stay chiefin', blowing on that dodo, the beat is a king size. Pass it to the bro.
That dodo is all I smoke though. I be slow-mo like old folks in the fast lane need the roll-mo. With all this madness, I'm just trying to unwind. So lay back and relax and pull up and roll up.
Summertime.
So roll up and get high.
So step outside, feel the breeze, sunshine, them summer vibes. No stress, let the pain go away.
Yo, it's nothing but them good vibes. So roll up and get high.
So step outside, feel the breeze, sunshine, them summer vibes. Hey, what you smoking on the blue cheese? Let it provolone. Smoking on this alien laptop, me phoning home.
Queens, nigga, just like Bronson. Ready for the action. 2 joints back to back, homie. We stay matching.
Back to back like we crisscross. I'll take lift off. Got some cheetah piss for you niggas if you pissed off.
You pissed off at 8 for changing mind frame. It's medicine. Chimney life knocking in the door. You better let us go. It's nothing but them good vibes. So roll up and get high.
So step outside, feel the breeze, sunshine, them summer vibes. No stress, let the pain go away.
Yo, it's nothing but them good vibes. So roll up and get high.
So step outside, feel the breeze, sunshine, them summer vibes.
Drop feature. Presentation. Lego. Y'all keep surfing the wave. Y'all keep surfing the wave. For enjoying the nice Wave Surfers Anonymous presentation. La Hawaii.